Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to break down one of the most popular coding interview problems on the lead code, like the famous two-sum problem. This one, it's an easy problem in on lead code. You can see here. So here's the challenge, what we have to find. We have given an array of integers, okay, and a target number. Okay. So our task is to find two distinct number in the array that add up exactly to the target and then return their indices. Okay. So let's make this concrete with an example. Like suppose we have this array. So what and the target is like this one, the 9. So we see the two number like 2 and 7, which will make 9 after we save these sum these two numbers. Okay. So since the 2 has indices like index like 0 and 7 has index like 1, so the output should be like 0 and 1 only, and it is we can return the answer in any order. It is mentioned in the question itself. So it sounds simple, right? But there's a catch. We need to do this in efficient way. We have also a brute force approach that would check every possible pairs, but that's slow, especially for the large array. As we can have small array, it will not impact any kind of time complexity. But in case of like large array, that's we have like thousands of elements in the array, then it will impact the time complexity. It will increases accordingly as the size increase of the array. So instead, we can use a smarter method like a Hashmap by using the data structure like Hashmap. So what we are going to do into some problem, we are going to use Hashmap. Okay. So what we do inside it, we will keep track of the element of array, if each element of the array. Okay. So until we have not found the pairs. Okay. So let's say what we are doing, what we are going to do, we will check first the target minus the element, whether it is exist in the map or not. Okay. So let's say we are going to check like 9 minus 2, okay, which is equal to 7. Okay. So we will check whether it is exist the 7 is exist in the hash map or not. So as we know, like we have created new hash map and there is no element inside it, so the map is new and there is no element inside it. Okay. So the map, it will like uh, store the element as 2 as a key, and the index like 0 as a value. Okay. The first element will be 2 and 0. Okay. And after that, the second iteration will check the target minus the second element. Okay. Means 9 minus 7. 9 minus 7 is equals to 2. So it will check the 2 is already exist in the map or not. So as we previously stored 2 in the map, so we get the element it is already exist in the map. So at that time, exactly that time, it will return the current element index, which is 1, and the existing element index like 0. So it will collect as a 0 and 1 and return it to the solution. Okay. So this way we solve the problem in just one pass through the array with the time complexity of the order of n. And that's why this problem is such a classic. It touches how to think about efficiency and how to use data structure like HashMap to our advantage. So let's solve this by using this approach. And also I do have one more approach using for loop. So it is also solving in order in 0 milliseconds. So I will discuss that one also. So let's solve this. So let's solve this problem using the first approach, the hash map approach. So let's take a map. I'm going to use Java here, so don't report the language teacher. So I'm going to use this map like integer, which is this is key. It will store the element value, and this is value of the map. It will store the index of the array element. Let's name it as map new hash map. Okay. So I'm going to use an iterates. I'm going to use a simple for loop because I need an index value for creating the result. So that's why I have to use the simple for loop here. So it will like start from 0 and it will goes to length and simply increasing the value. So first, what I've mentioned, like we need to check whether it is already exist in the map or not. So let's say if it is not exist in the map, so map dot contains key. Okay, maybe some spelling mistake will get. So we need to check like target minus the element, whatever it is already in this uh, index. So if it is not here, so if it is not here, so clear syntax here. So we need to put it into the map like this one, the number as a key, and as a value we will store the index. So it will store this one if it is not exist in the map. Okay, it will just store the key and value as an element and the index of it. And if it is like already, if it is exist in the map, then simply we do not to do anything, just return the result, like return new int. And it could be like the I, and you need to get the key by using the maps default method target minus nums I. So yeah, that's what we need to do. And else we need to simply return the empty array, as we don't have any solution for the question, the provided element array. So we return this one. Okay, so let's run this code, whether it is passing simple test cases or not. So you can see this, like we have a solution, and it is passing all the test cases. Okay, so you can also check if it is submitting to the question or not. Let's check this. So as you can see, I've submitted the solution, and the solution is accepted. Like you can see here, the condition whatever you have put. So it is giving 2 millisecond around. Okay, 2 millisecond and 10% beat solution. So yeah, it is acceptable, not an issue. So okay, guys, we are going to follow the second approach that I've told you in the introduction. So let's remove this one, and it's like it looks like simple solution, but it is very effective. I think it's better than the Hashmap approach. So I will going to use two for loop, but it is very efficient and solid in 0 millisecond as well. But let's see. In let's I'm going to use the first loop, like int I 0 I is less than nums dot age, and I plus plus. So I will tell you the what will be the approach. So it's kind of like uh, let's check what we can do. The I, it will start from I, and it will check to this one, J plus plus. And if the checks like nums the J and nums J minus I, this is the main approach that we are going to like follow. Target, then we can say that safely we can return the result because we found our pairs without having any issue. So J or whatever it could be, J minus I will be our pairs. Otherwise it will return like new int the empty string, the empty array. Okay. So okay, so what exactly it is doing, like it is creating two like we are using two for loop. So the first one is like simple for loop, and the second one is like somewhat different, like it start from ith. Okay, and the rest are same. uh, so the condition is like what we are going to check here. It is kind of like that we check like the nums J means whatever it is value is holding here. One more thing, I want to optimize it by putting it as one, because let me tell you why I'm start with one. So let's say if we check this condition. Okay, we check this condition, we have nums J. Okay, and we have nums J minus I. So it will check like 1. Here you can see nums j is 1, as is it equal to, it is equal to I, so nums j will be 1, the first iteration. And the nums j minus I will be like 1 minus I. 1 minus I means 0. So it will check the 0, the first check it will like do 0 and 1. So 0 and 1 index, 0 and 1 index, if we take this example, so 0, sorry, 1 and 0 index, sorry for this one, 1 and 0 index it will check. Okay, so the first example you can see the first index in the key nums j is, it will check like this, and the nums j minus I will be like 2. Okay, so 2 minus 7, will it equal to like a target? Yeah, it will equal to like target. So in this case it will goes inside the if case, and it will return the indexes, the corresponding indexes whatever we have found the for the pairs. Okay, but in case of, let's say we have an example, you are like thinking that it should be consequence, it should be in consequence way, so that it will solve the solution. Let me change the array like this one. Okay, so it is not in consequent way. Okay, it is like 2 and 7 is exist here. So how it will like going to solve this algorithm for this problem? So let's say it is start with this one. I will also write the indexes, how it like going to check. So first, the first check will be like this one. Okay, 0 and sorry, 1 and 0. Okay, as we can see the value is like 1 for j, and the difference will be 0 for j of j and j and I. So this will check this one, and it will found nothing, like it will not equal to target, so it will not goes into the if condition, like this one. And the next iteration will be like 1 and not 1, 2 and 1. Okay, so it is like checking this one first time, and then it will check like this one, and then it will check like this one. Okay, I mean there is only one difference inside it, the first iteration will be one difference for each element. Okay, so it will check like this one. And the second iteration, like once I is equals to okay, it will like this, and once I is equals to 2, it will check like this, 2. So 2 and j, and mean 2 minus 2, 0. Okay, similarly, like it will check mean 2 minus 0 means in the 2, this one, and 0, it will sum these two number and check if it is equal to target or not, which is not. You can see 15 and 2 is equal to 17, but it is not equal to target, means 9. Target is 9 here. So it is not equal to target. Second iteration for I is equal to 2, it will act like j mean 3 comma 1, because 3 minus 2, j I is here 2, so 3 and this one. Okay, 7 and 11, it will also not equal to like that one, like the target. And we move to the third iteration like this one, and check how it will like going to. So it will go like j mean 3 and mean j3, and 3 minus 3 means 0. 3 minus 3, because I is 3 and j is also 3, the for first iteration for this loop. So it will like 3 and 0 yield as index. And when it is sum like this one, like 7 and the 3 index and the 0 index, it will equal to the 9. So instantly it will return this result, it will enter into the if condition and return this one, mean the j means the 3, j minus I is 3 minus 3 is equal to 0, means this one. So index will be 3 and 0 in this case if we take this array. So in this way it will solve the question, and we got the required answer. What will we need to find? I'm showing you the target, whatever it is, like, yeah, this passes all the three cases along with the case that I have created separately. Like you can see it is also passed. So I will show you the submit result also for this one. So guys, I have submitted the solution. As you can see, this is solution, the second solution I have submitted it. So it's passed this, it is accepted, it is accepted solution, and you can see the output, it is in 0 millisecond, 100% beat the solution. Okay, so it is more efficient the Hashmap whatever we have used, because of the simple array and simple iteration. It will pass out all the like complexity in terms of order of 2 order of n square. It is just used as a order of n. Okay, so yeah, this is the solution that I want to show you the second one. So guys, that wraps up today's lecture on the Leetcode problem. If you found this explanation helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss future tutorials. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you again.